So I'm on my way to work right now, and I listen to the Charlie Kirk show every morning on my way to work, and he was talking about what Biden said about 8-year-olds transitioning, and that it would be completely fine, and that's just something I want to cover on. I just don't think everybody understands what transitioning and everything really is. I made a mistake a few years ago, and I did it. I transitioned. I thought there was something wrong with me. I thought that that's what it was, and that's what would fix me, and that's what would make me happy. And, you know, there's not even a diagnosis. I mean, you go to therapy, you talk about it, and the therapist, because of conversion therapy laws, they can't even advise you against it. So there's nothing anybody can say to tell you that you're wrong. And you're just supposed to be... They're making it to where nobody can say anything to tell you that you're wrong, or to help you through it, or tell you that there's something else, or that there's another option, that it's internally, you know, a problem with yourself. No, they can't say anything because everybody's making it to where, you know, you can't talk about things like that, you know, you have to affirm, or you have to believe that it is that, because this is okay. Well, it's not okay. It's not okay at all. It actually is killing people. When I first started, I have a friend that's on it, and he has a rare blood disease now because of it. He would have been fine if, you know, he would have remained a girl, and, you know, and then I got very, very sick on hormones. I'm talking to the point to where I was in the hospital like every other week just because I was on hormones. And I was a healthy teenage girl. I did cross country, you know, I played sports, I did everything. I was super healthy. But then as soon as I did it, I blew up like a balloon, and there I am, you know, having blood problems and issues with my health, and doctors telling me that if I didn't do this or didn't do that, I was going to have a stroke or a heart attack. And I'm talking, when you're 19, 20, why would you need to worry about these things? Like, there's no reason to. And then to say that you're going to let an 8-year-old transition. If I was allowed to make a permanent decision when I was 8, I would have probably said yeah to undergo like a surgery to be a super hero or something. So that's the most retarded thing I have ever heard. That is the biggest child abuse thing that you could ever do. If I was a teenager and my parents let me transition, I would still hold a grudge. But no, my stupid butt waited until 18 and did it, and now here I am with you know, kind of longer blonde hair now, and still getting called sir everywhere because I decided to do something to my body that was irreversible. And they tell you all day long that it would be fine if you did it and you changed your mind one day. Well, and the thing is that they are including it into the LGBT, like the lesbian community, but it shouldn't be, because that's something completely different. Same-sex attraction is completely different than changing your sex. I don't know if anybody knows that or not. And then to the YouTuber that did that huge YouTube video over to me, if you were so confident in who you are and that you made that right decision to transition, I don't know why you felt the need to do a video over me. I don't know. Maybe you got some questions. Maybe you second guess yourself a little in your head, because that's okay too. Because you know what? It is a permanent life decision, and what if you think, oh no, you know, I made the wrong decision like I did? And you have to suck it up, swallow all of your pride, and be like, hey, everybody that I made call me a man. I'm actually actually not a man like I told y'all I was. I'm actually a woman, and just this whole delusion of making you call me that was wrong. So can we just all go back to the original sex that was told on my birth certificate? So anybody that believes that an 8-year-old should transition is absolutely the problem. That's what's wrong with America right now. And that is one of the reasons that we need to fix this and get this shit resolved. And, I mean, if Biden is reelected, I really do feel like it's going to go downhill for all the kids that parents are trying to make them transition. Because, I mean, I went to we did the Alabama law to try to pass for Vulnerable Protection Act for the kids to try to protect them from the harms of transitioning. And I mean, there were people there that were saying that their kids, 9, 13 were transitioning. And hell, there was even, some 14-year-old that was in there that had been on hormones and was like, you're going to take them away from me, I'm going to kill myself. Well, I mean, if you're going to kill yourself, you should not be making a huge life decision right now. Let me just tell you. Because you know what? The worst thing that you're going to do is when you are coming off hormones because you are so sick and you're getting sick every night because you're so sick because your body isn't used to living without these hormones that you were injecting into your body. Yeah, that's really when you're going to want to kill yourself, is because you're like, holy shit, I made everybody go along with this delusion, and now I have to suck it up, go through these horrible withdrawals, and just suffer for a bit now. I mean, it does get better. It gets so much better. I mean, I've completely changed my life around, and thank God I don't have to deal with a lot of the things I did anymore. But it's just save yourself the pain. There's no reason. There's no reason to do any of this. And if you have to feel like you need to do this, there's something going on, and you need to talk about it. And we can all work through everything together, but there's no problem with admitting that you might need some help. I don't know. Those are just my 2 cents. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so, but thank you for listening, at least.